Episode 9.
Back at it.
We're back at it.
Man.
Nice break to have, though.
Feels like a long one.
I know, it feels like I haven't seen you in forever.
I know I haven't talked to you in forever because you ghosted me.
I didn't ghost you, dude.
You did.
I didn't
You
ghost
did. I asked
you.
to hang out, but of course.
What, the Friday night one?
Yeah.
Bro, I got back from Dallas. Like I said, I told Jordan, I got back from Dallas, and I fell asleep, and I woke up about 11 o'clock. And I was
PM.
like, yeah, PM. And I woke up about 11 o'clock, because I didn't get back till the afternoon, like after around dinner time. And I was like, should I still go over there and text them? And I was like, it's 11. I know Nick and Haley usually go to bed early, so I was like, they're probably not.
Bro, I'm like 9:30.
Either they're not awake or they're winding down their night. So
Yeah.
I was like, I'm just gonna go back to bed
That's all right.
and restart. But
I mean, not to say we enjoyed it without you, but we did.
okay, that's great. Well, I'm glad you had a good time.
But I thought
regardless.
maybe you were mad at me or something.
No, I don't know why I would be mad at you.
I don't know. OU wasn't playing.
Yeah, I mean that kind of sucked, but I mean we
Put you in
had
a
the
mood.
Steelers.
Put you in a mood.
But yeah, it did put me in a mood not watching them play. But how was your Thanksgiving, man?
Man, it was good. I did all my big Thanksgiving stuff like in Denver the week before.
Mm-hmm.
So it was nice to be back and like not have to
Do
go
it,
around and do
yeah.
a whole bunch of stuff. But I went and had Thanksgiving dinner with my dad. Had Thanksgiving with Haley's family. So got a little bit of everybody.
Did you eat your top 5 Thanksgiving foods?
Oh, all of them.
All of them?
Every time.
Spiral ham was your favorite though, wasn't it?
Oh, yes. Spiral
Hell no,
ham.
bro.
And that corn souffle.
My family didn't even have that ham option at my house.
See, but the problem is, Tanner, I'm already tired enough. So if I eat turkey, God knows what happens.
Yeah, but
to
that's
me.
the point, man. You got to eat your
Lord
turkey.
knows what happens
You got to
to
sit
me.
back in that recliner, grab a beer, watch football,
And I
and
guess-
then take a nap.
Well, I guess
boy.
the football game was canceled that night.
Well, the good one was.
Yeah.
The other
so I
two
didn't-
games, like I really could give. I ate more
was terrible.
turkey, knowing I had to watch those
Right.
games, so I could maybe go to sleep.
Maybe you could pass it.
Yeah, so I didn't have to watch that shit.
Yeah, that's good, man. But episode 9?
9.
9, man.
9.
Almost to double digits.
Almost to double digits.
I can barely count that high.
Dude, can you believe last week we did the 1 chip challenge?
God, no. That was
Video's
horrible.
gonna be up this week, but how was that butthole? I remember you texting us.
Yeah.
I got up on my way to Dallas and I get your text and it was like, oh, whatever you tell them.
My problem was, okay, number one problem, I shit a lot. Just
Already.
Casually.
Casually.
Yeah, just normal shitter.
Yep.
But I noticed after eating the chip, I would, shit, and then I would wipe my ass and get up and start walking, and then my butthole would be like
burning.
It was like someone took a jalapeno and
gently rub
Yeah.
the outside
Exactly.
of your hole.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was
Bro, I remember
not advisable.
Bro, I was in the truck. I had to drive to Dallas, and I was in my truck driving, and I let out a fart. No kidding. And it was like one of those where I was like, oh, like
That hot steamer.
I kind of tightened my butthole and like tightened my butt cheeks because like it kind of hurt when it came out. Like
Felt like something was also coming out.
like
with
the
it.
air that came out of my asshole was like a dragon from Game of Thrones. Like it was just
Lord.
hot, burning
You're
air,
breathing
bro.
fire from your butt.
Bro, dude, it was terrible.
Yeah. So moral of that story. Not advisable.
I mean, yeah. I mean, definitely Davis said colon transplant was coming. Yeah. I believe every word that he said.
100%. I think my colon tract is still infected. So if anybody wants to help me out with any remedies,
if you know any ways to cure a burning butthole, please let us know. Please let us know.
Man, let's jump into this fresh load. I mean, we've been fresh loading all.
We've been fresh loading the hell out of this. Hit me with it. What do you got?
What I got.
Mm-hmm.
So Baker Mayfield played the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Right.
Your favorite team against my favorite team.
Right.
No trash talking, but Baker Mayfield on a
trash
so
talk.
Trash
talk. Give it to him.
So there was a I don't know exactly what happened, but the Jags defensive line had like a little shift, and he was like, "Oh, that was fucking cute, guys."
Quote unquote.
Yes, that's what he said. That was fucking cute. Like,
and you could hear it
on yes. And my only problem with that is great for Baker to stand up and be like, "Man, I'm a dog." But are you a dog if you do that against a 1-9 Jacksonville Jaguars or the 0-15 Kansas Jayhawks? Have you ever seen him do that against anybody that's not have 1 or 0 wins? Have you? No. You know why? Because anytime Baker Mayfield plays anybody good, he falls apart. I guarantee it. If he didn't have 2 of the top 10 running backs in the league, Tanner, the Browns would be dog shit. Dog shit.
Nah, they'd be
Put it on it. Shut up. Baker Mayfield sucks.
They would be 500 at least.
Baker Mayfield sucks.
He doesn't suck.
He's not good, Tanner.
No, he's not. He's not elite.
He's not a starting NFL quarterback.
I think he is.
For a team that runs 95% of the time, congrats. All you have to do is say hut and turn around. Talk all that shit. Oh, that was cute, guys. Watch my running back.
That's what
watch what I don't do, but watch somebody else do something.
To be a good NFL quarterback, I think that's acceptable. Be a clock clock manager. Know your offense, run your offense well. Now is he going to win Super Bowls? No. Is he going to win MVPs? No, because quarterbacks like Baker that has the system that he's in don't do that.
Less talented.
But he's a Kirk Cousins. He can maybe win a playoff game or two in his career.
Less talented. With a good running back,
right.
a decent offensive line, and a decent defense.
But those quarterbacks make a living off of like that style of play. Okay. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Browns fans just have to accept that with Baker as the quarterback, you're not going to win a Super Bowl.
So answer me this.
And I'm a diehard Baker fan.
Answer me this. Is Baker Mayfield, looking back on it, would he have been a top 10 draft pick?
Oh, no shot.
Not even a top 10?
No.
Okay.
I don't even think he would have been made. He would have been, if he was first, I think he would have been a first round. It would have been back in.
But you look at it like Lamar Jackson was the last pick in the first round.
Right.
Now, not to say Lamar Jackson is all that amazing now. Like, he's still more athletic than 99% of the league.
Oh, for sure.
But you can scheme to beat him.
Yeah. No, I would, knowing what I know now, watching the quarterbacks, I would take Baker over Lamar. But I think in the first round quarterbacks, I think Lamar's the only quarterback that I wouldn't take over Baker. Okay. I would take Josh Allen over Baker. Like these other quarterbacks that got drafted. Well, other than Sam Darnold, I wouldn't take Sam Darnold over Baker. So there's two quarterbacks in the first round.
Was that the same draft?
Mm-hmm. It went Baker, Darnold.
Was it Rosen?
No, Rosen was the year before. No, it was Rosen in the draft.
Was Rosen 4? 5? 4?
He was somewhere top 5. He was top 5.
Either way.
Or maybe, I know for sure.
I'm talking like quarterbacks.
Yeah.
Because it was like quarterback, defensive line, quarterback.
Because he fell. He was after Allen. Yeah,
and then he was I thought he would have been a good quarterback. I personally, just from watching him play, just because he had that flick, man. He just had that wrist, man.
No, I was right there with you. I remember talking to you about it. But okay, so I mean, Baker again would not be a top 10 quarterback. I think he'd still be first round.
Okay,
but he wouldn't be.
But back to my point. Why can't he do that against a team that's not 1-9 or that's not Kansas football?
I mean, here's the deal. Okay, people forget. Okay, people talk for most of the year. I would say 10 weeks out of football season, out of the 12 weeks that they played or whatever, 13 weeks. The Indianapolis Colts, which the Browns beat, which he had a great game against.
The Jags beat them as well.
Right. No, but my point is they're considered an elite defense. They're considered definitely a playoff team. They're considered they can maybe make a run at it.
Sure.
They've always been that. Recently they've been that way.
Right.
But then even last year, Baker put a whooping on the Ravens at the Ravens last year. Sure, he lost the other game, and he lost the game this year. But people forget that last year he threw for like over 300.
Right.
Sure, has he done it consistently and beat good teams consistently?
No.
Hell no. But now he's got a system, he's got a coach, a consistent everything. Now the back half, he plays the Titans this weekend. Then he'll have Ravens after that, and then he's got the Steelers again. So like we'll see really what truly not only is the Brown team's made of, but let's see. Now we can really compare.
If I'm throwing it out there, I'm saying they're probably going to lose 3 games in a row, and that's not what's going to matter. I don't care if they win or lose, because if you ask me, I think the Titans are a better team. They have the best running back in the league.
Oh, for sure.
Unquestioned.
If Myles Garrett doesn't play, then I would probably just hand over to the Titans the W. But if Myles Garrett plays, he's such a difference maker on his
right. But when Derrick Henry's bigger than you are,
you're not wrong.
It's not gonna. He's gonna go for 150.
Oh, you're not wrong. It's the 2 best running football teams in the NFL going at each other. So I mean. Again, you won't really see what the Browns and Baker, for that most part, are made of until this last half of the week. And this is when Andrew Berry, the GM, is really going to make his decision on whether we're going to sign him to the 5th year or we're just going to let him walk.
Right.
So we'll see what happens.
Well, he doesn't have to win those games to keep his job. He just has to play well enough to just keep him in the game.
Yeah, he can't go for like 182 interceptions and 1 touchdown. That won't work.
Now, if Derrick Henry comes out and has 250 and 3 touchdowns in the first half, and then Ryan Tannehill throws 3 touchdowns, I mean. There's only so much you can do, but you have to make your offense at least somewhat usable.
No, for sure. And I think the Titans probably match up best. Like, Baker's not going to have to... I don't think Baker's going to have to really be relied on a ton against the Titans.
Right.
Now, against, like, maybe...
But it all just depends on getting that run game.
Right.
And then if the Titans get up early, then you're going to have to rely on Baker's arm.
Yeah, and that's where the Browns can get in trouble.
It gets shady.
Right. Yeah. So,
anyways, what I was getting at that was
Would you take
Baker can have balls. I love that he's got balls and he wants to get out there and just be like, haha, like make fun of people and like you're really shitty. But do that against some talented people and beat them, and then maybe I'll be impressed.
I mean, he definitely talks shit regardless. He's like a younger Phillip Rivers.
Not like that.
But
Phillip Rivers will do it against anybody, even if he's down 40. He doesn't care.
Same. Oh, well, Baker does not.
Baker
do that,
does not.
No, he does
Baker,
not do that.
If Baker gets rattled, you can tell Baker's rattled.
Oh, for sure.
Walk around the sidelines, be touching his hair, looking
for sure.
You can just see it.
No,
Phillip Rivers is like,
yeah, I don't give a fuck.
it.
Well, Phillip knows he's in the Hall of Fame too.
Right.
I mean, I feel like it makes a difference.
Closer than Baker, but
yeah. I mean, fuck. Who knows? Would you take? Would you take Baker on the Jags?
No. Hell no.
Over Mike Glennon?
No. He's basically a poor man's Gardner Minshew.
Dude, you're on crack, bro. You're smoking some shit.
Might
dude.
be. What's up?
No, Baker's an average quarterback.
Okay.
At most. But we're
get
moving on.
on with it, man. I'm tired of talking about Baker.
Dude, I'm tired of you talking bad about Baker.
Tired of talking about Baker, period.
Fuck you. Broncos.
Okay.
No QB.
Yeah.
I know you said you didn't really get to watch most of the game, but Kendall Hinton was the quarterback.
Kendall Hinton.
2 years ago, he was in sales or something. Was a backup quarterback at Wake Forest.
Hanging out.
Just hanging out, and then started an NFL game. Do you think... Because, okay, the matchup here was Taysom Hill versus Kendall Hinton. I think it's how you say Hinton or Hinton. I don't know. Hinton, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't want to get too deep into this because I didn't watch too much of the game. I kind of was flipping back and forth.
Yeah, it's just
But I really found myself enjoying the fact that it was basically two players that
we're not
quarterbacks in a football game, and like that kind of brought back like the old Wildcat. Remember when the Dolphins were running the Wildcat back, like they started that, like with Reggie Bush, Reggie Bush.
Reggie Bush played for the Dolphins?
I don't know if he played for I'm saying like the Saints used to run like a Wildcat. Remember when that was a big deal, like maybe early
people would throw in a Wildcat.
2000s, yeah, and then like I don't know who started it. It was an NFL team. I want to say it was the Dolphins. I really don't fucking know, but
no clue.
But it was like that's what it made me feel like, was just because there wasn't a lot of throwing. I mean, when he did throw, usually got picked off. And
it was not pretty.
Oh, it looked like ass, bro.
But he could run. I mean,
he can run, man. He was a wide receiver.
Yeah, but I mean, you didn't at least want to like call Tim Tebow back?
Yeah, maybe call someone like had some experience.
Yeah, I heard they tried to get one of their coaches to play quarterback, but that was denied.
Yeah, I heard they called Kellen Moore and said, we'll give you a bigger contract than the Cowboys are paying you because your offense is ass.
Right.
And they literally said that he's probably going to lose his job anyways. So
now, I mean, there's a way you could win, but not against the Saints.
No, I mean,
you have to play the Jets with their hands tied behind their back. I mean, there's no way you can go out there and win. I mean, let's be real. There's no way you can go out there and win that game.
I mean, I would have thrown maybe like a Noah Fant there.
Oh, what about a Jerry Jeudy?
Just a Jerry Jeudy.
He could sling it.
Right.
But he has to have somebody to catch it. That's
the problem. At Alabama. They play every position at Alabama.
Right. But I think they thought, Jerry Jeudy could do this, but the problem is Jerry Jeudy would be throwing it to nobody.
Oh, for sure,
Noah Fant,
bro.
They're tight ends. That's all they really got besides Jerry Jeudy.
Poor Broncos. I just want to give a shout out to Kendall Hinton, though. Did a great job, and hopefully he does not have to play quarterback again, but at the same time, I hope he does because
it was fun.
It was fun, and I don't know if he'll have a job after the other quarterbacks come back.
Yeah, I mean,
they legit might just say, "Hey, great job covering."
One of the three probably would do it just a hair better.
Yeah,
consider they practice.
I mean, he would be the best quarterback on the Bears roster.
Oh, by far,
dude. I can't watch the Bears.
By far,
I can't watch the Bears.
Yeah, it was real sad.
Disgusting.
It was sad. Yeah, it was just sad because Mitchell Trubisky looks like a nice kid, like he's a nice guy.
Yeah,
might have a nice beer with you and have a conversation, maybe half a sandwich.
No, he looks like a White Claw kind of guy.
Yeah, but at least he'd be hanging out with you.
Yeah, true.
I mean, you may want to punch him in the face, but
true. He looks like the kind of guy to me though that like when you're at the lake, like he's the guy that's super cocky.
Oh,
and like on the boat with like all of his cousins, but he acts like they're his girlfriends. So from far away, you think he's just with a bunch of smoking blondes, but really it's just his family. Like that's the vibe I get from Mitchell Trubisky.
That took deep thought.
I don't think I took deep thought. I think when you drink White Claws,
but
you instantly become like a weirdo.
I feel like Mitchell Trubisky is the kind of guy where you go out on the lake and you guys are like, yeah, we're going out to the lake. We're staying on the lake, on the water all day.
Right.
All day.
All day.
Right. You pee in the water.
Yep.
You eat on the water. You drink the water.
He's got to go find a bathroom.
Screw it. No.
That guy?
What he does is right. He's like, I got to go to the bathroom. We're like, hey, just pee in here. And he's like, I don't know. And then he goes back. And then he goes back and he never comes back.
Right.
So he leaves to go to the bathroom and never comes back. It's like 11 a.m.
And then you go back to the lake house and you see him making a salad, maybe with some like a creme brulee.
Yeah.
Like
he's got the duster out.
Like he's got like a nice like apron on. Everyone's fucking blackout, like ready to get home, maybe sleep, maybe eat a greasy cheeseburger.
Just get a whole bunch of nasty food together.
Yeah, bro. And he's the kind of guy that makes like a nice plate of dinner, which that's almost a compliment, but I'm talking shit at the same time.
Right. I mean, yeah. I mean, he probably cleaned everything up.
White Claw,
made sure everybody's clothes
salad,
were folded.
Right. He's the house mom of the late group.
Right.
Yeah.
But he wants to be the guy that's not.
He wants to be like the alpha male, but he just like his mind won't. Yeah, subconsciously just won't let him fucking happen.
Sucks.
Poor guy, man.
Shout out Mitchell Trubisky.
Shout out Mitchell Trubisky for sucking mad wiener.
Showed up though.
Did you see? Showed up though. Had a good time still. Just wasn't with us.
I mean, maybe he didn't have a good time.
Maybe he didn't. Maybe he would rather be cooking a salad, or not cooking, but tossing a salad, preparing a salad.
I don't like that.
I don't like tossing a salad either. It's kind of a weird term. Jalen Hurts rumored to start, not to start, but rumored to get a lot more
PT
playing time. Just kind of as like a test run, because you know the Eagles aren't going to beat the Seahawks probably.
But here's the deal: were you going to beat them anyways?
That's what I'm saying. Like, why it can't hurt?
No, there's no negative to playing a guy who went and played in the college football playoff. I mean, he's played against some of the.
He's gonna be. He's gonna be in the college.
He
football
played
Hall
for
of Fame.
Alabama.
Yeah.
I mean, he's played against SEC schools. He lost 2 games before he got benched.
Mm-hmm.
Went to Oklahoma, lost 2 games.
Mm-hmm.
One in the Big 12,
one in the playoff,
and then one in the playoff.
Mm-hmm.
So the guy's got 4 losses on his career.
Yeah, with a national championship.
But you're going to go ahead and play Carson Wentz, who throws 9 interceptions a game.
Here's the deal. Carson has by far proven he's not the MVP quarterback that everyone potentially thought he was.
Well, he had... Well, that year they went to the Super Bowl and he got hurt.
He had 13 good weeks.
Ooh, that dude can play. And then now he came back and he's like just Mitchell Trubisky.
Yeah, but RG3 had a season like that where it was like, oh shit, this guy's the next. Lamar Jackson had a season like that where it's like, this is the next. But the problem with the Eagles I see is his fucking contract is so big that they can't do anything. Can't move him. Like, no one's going to want that salary cap.
Right, and then they're just drafting receivers. Just like, hey, this guy might be able to play.
Yeah.
What do you think? We can get him on here for $30,000.
Yeah, they draft small school receivers. They need. I didn't even know was wrong with. I really like the Eagles have talent. For one, they can't stay healthy, so fire the fucking the nutrition staff.
Yeah, who's working these guys out? Where's the leg trainers?
Who's getting their groceries? They're getting them like candy bars instead of maybe like a protein bar.
Right, candy bars,
recovering
and
quick enough.
Like hot cocoa,
right?
And not like milk.
They're buying a 12 case of Dr. Pepper and not a 12 case of waters.
Right.
Like they need to stay hydrated. You got to get them some nutritional. Like, can we hire someone to keep these guys healthy?
I mean, these guys come off the field and they go to the water and it's filled with Sprite.
Right.
And
carbonated drinks.
And they give them a lollipop.
Maybe a little vodka.
Suck on this lollipop.
The Eagles are the only team in the NFL with a full EMT staff on standby.
Well, that makes sense.
Yeah, bro. You know how they wear their little play calling things on their wrist? Yeah, on the very bottom one, it's the number to the EMT guy on the
phone number.
His cell phone number. Have the stretcher ready.
Wow.
Yeah, it just sits
Do
in
you
the
think they have
locker
like
room.
hand signal, like mid play? They look over and they're like,
oh yeah,
and then all of a sudden EMT comes out.
That's what this sign is. You see the guy on the sideline with the like bright green cap? Yeah, he's doing this right here.
Right.
Yeah. He knows. He knows that it's called a play where potentially Carson's about to break his leg.
Right, or he's going to put somebody else in danger to die.
Right, because he can't throw the fucking foot. He can't do anything.
Well, he could throw it. It just might not be where he wants to,
right.
Or he's purposely throwing it there so that his teammates get hurt.
Yeah, I could see that
That doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't make sense too, but I think maybe he wants to move. Maybe he doesn't like Philly anymore.
I wouldn't.
I wouldn't either. But maybe that's what it is. Maybe he's like, if I play like shit,
maybe they won't want me.
They won't want me.
But you know what they do? They just keep putting him out there.
I know, because the coach Doug Peterson has a man crush on him.
Yeah, but didn't he? Man,
dude, Doug and Carson sleep together at night. No one knows that though.
Do you think they tell ghost stories?
Oh, do they whisper in each other's ear? Carson prepares the dinner.
Okay.
Carson rubs his back in the bathtub.
Draws his bath.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. Carson and Doug low-key have like a...
Does his dirty laundry.
A little weird. Yeah. There's a reason there's always the last two to leave the locker room after a football game.
Oh, yeah. And they're not like...
I'm just
in
saying.
any rush to go anywhere either. No. Everybody's like getting their stuff after a big L,
putting
back
on
to
their
bags,
airport.
don't even have stuff in their bags. They're just holding stuff in their arms. It's Carson and Doug just like... Is everybody out?
Yeah.
Everybody gone yet?
Checking. They're like the They like to have a little late night locker room talk, is what they call it.
Yeah,
they're trying to game plan.
The dimmed shower.
Yeah, they're trying to game plan for next week, but really they're game planning for their night
for themselves.
How
selfish, dude.
Bro, fuck them, man. That's why they don't win. They're selfish. They spend
the Eagles, man.
Spend too much time to get Eagles are ass, bro.
But if Jalen Hurts plays, I don't know if that changes anything really, but
no, I don't think so.
I think Jalen Hurts at least knows how to like play.
He's a leader. He's a leader. Yeah. I think Eagles, not only Eagles fans, but Eagles players are maybe losing their faith in Carson and saying, like, we can't win with this guy as our QB.
Or just give somebody else a shot at some point.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck if his contract is half the team's salary. I
can't hurt.
Bro, cut the man.
Trade him.
Take the damn salary hit.
Yeah, screw
it.
Hit me with something, man.
So last week we introduced a new segment.
Yes, sir.
The Would You Rather segment.
Would you rather?
So either fan submissions or something you maybe thought of or I thought of, whatever.
I'm going to put this out here first.
Mm-hmm.
I'd rather not do anything.
Same, bro.
But if I have to, I'll pick one.
Okay.
But only one.
Okay. Only one.
Okay.
But we have 3 of them today.
3. I'm ready.
Okay.
First one.
Would you rather be able to talk to a ghost for one night?
Okay.
Or would you rather be able to talk to an alien for one night? Like hang out with them?
Well, I'm an alien person.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know what that means.
This is your chance to figure out shit that you would never get to figure out. Like
right.
You can ask the alien, is there more of you? Or do you guys travel planet to planet? Like how does shit like that work? Or if you want to ask the ghost, what's the afterlife like?
Okay.
Like shit like that.
Okay. So
but you only get one chance, one night to talk.
This
never
is
see him
tough.
again.
I feel like I've talked to ghosts before.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to go alien.
You're going to go alien? I think ghost.
Because what I want to do, I want to be like, but I want to say, I want to ask them, maybe I'm one of them, and I just don't know.
Fair.
Because nobody has a head this size without having a real
No, you're definitely
problem.
I think you're potentially from another planet. At least at some point your ancestors maybe fucked an alien. I don't know.
Wow.
Maybe one of them was in the military, worked at Area 51, and fucked an alien.
See, but maybe what military though?
The Alien National Guard, like where they like the Secret Service, the Men in Black.
Okay.
A secret agency for aliens.
I feel like aliens will turn up though.
Well, they say that about Bigfoot. Bigfoot never fucking turns up. You can't find a Bigfoot.
No, I'm talking about like turn up. Not like turn up in like real life. I mean like turn up, like go to a bar and have a drink. And,
bro, could you imagine like an alien rave, bro? They have whole spaceships just flickering lights.
Exactly. Why would you want to hang out with a ghost?
Bro, okay, but here's the deal. I think ghosts also turn up too, but in the sense that they like to fuck with people. Like it's a different kind of turn up.
That's not a turn up.
But to some people that might be a turn up.
Down.
Dude, to some people that might be a turn up.
I don't like it.
You don't like fucking with people?
Nah, man. Especially if I can't see them. Like, what's the fun in that?
We should ask Ashton Kutcher when he had the show like Pranked or whatever that was. He liked fucking with people.
Well,
he would probably like to turn up.
I mean, it would be great.
MTV, shout out.
But I'd rather not have a conversation with a dead person. When I could have a conversation with an extraterrestrial.
Yeah, but what if the extraterrestrial was not turning up like you thought? Maybe he literally came to fuck you.
What if they turn up
back with him and become a sex slave? Like, what happens?
What if they turn up on gas, like gasoline?
Oh, bro, they got better shit than gasoline, bro. They got I don't know. They got
one hitter quitter.
They got that one hitter from that planet called Uranus, bro. I don't even know, bro, but I guarantee you they have that different kind of drugs. Their shrooms aren't shrooms. Their shrooms are times 40 what ours probably are, because they're coming from maybe a all purple
maybe
forest.
The soil's better.
Dude, maybe the soil is better. Maybe the grass is actually neon blue, so maybe it's an edible neon blue grass.
Yeah.
You just don't know.
Maybe they turn up on grass.
Maybe they turn up on grass. Maybe they turn up on the moon. Maybe their party spot is on the dark side of the moon. That's why we can never see it.
I know.
Dude, they turn up.
Might just think about turning up and turn up. Think about that. Maybe they just have it in them. They're like, man, I want to feel like I'm
turning up.
6 beers,
Yeah. I'm
6 beers in.
Beers deep.
I've had I've drank these 6 beers in 15 minutes.
Right, and I'm at a chain smokers concert.
Right.
Yeah, they turn up.
I would want to feel how when you're going out,
right? Okay,
you have your pregame.
I'm imagining,
and you're pregaming, blah blah blah, having a good time, and then Uber's here, and everybody gets up and everybody looks at each other and everybody's like,
slams their beers.
I feel good.
Yeah.
Like everybody's like, I feel like
it's time to turn up.
Like what if the aliens can look at be like, yeah, I want to be like Ubers are here turn.
Yeah, maybe like all the time, right?
Just
like,
chilling, bro.
They don't have to ease their way in to like drinking. Like they automatically like, I want to be at this level of turn.
They just, I'm there.
They blink their maybe 1 or 3 eyes, however many eyes they
9.
have. Maybe they wing their little antenna up here. I don't know. Maybe they turn from green to blue. I don't know.
But it's things to think about.
I think ghosts. I would rather talk to a ghost though.
Okay,
that's all I'm saying.
I mean, I wouldn't, but go for it.
Because I think I would rather know what the afterlife is. Like I'm okay. We already don't.
Yeah,
know.
but you'll get to know that.
Yeah, you're right. Fair. That's a good argument.
So why know before you get to know?
Yeah,
that just ruins the excitement of it. So
no, I don't think it does.
win.
I don't think it does. I think I would rather know, and that way I can kind of like prepare myself. Okay. Maybe like knowing like.
But nobody else gets to prepare themselves.
No, just me, and I'll keep it to myself.
That's weak, dude.
Yeah, bro. But maybe if I'm on my deathbed and I can like, if I know like, maybe there's no like glizzies up there. Maybe you don't get a hot dog.
I mean,
so maybe I would be like, maybe I can prepare myself. Maybe I can ask a few questions and prepare myself. Like, what can I invent in the ghost world that's not already there? And then I'll be a rich ghost, bro. You got to think about shit like that.
You sound like Ebenezer Scrooge.
Yeah, but I mean, like, that's what I'm like. You're basically starting over a new life. So why not become like super rich in the next life?
See, but what if the ghost you meet's not nice? Like, what if he's mean to you?
Could be
and he's like, you don't get to know. And then you just wasted your whole...
I mean, what if the aliens like
wasted it all?
What if you can't even speak to the alien because they speak in an actual alien language?
I can. You know why?
Why? Siri?
Locked in.
You can probably Google it, bro.
Locked in.
Alien language.
Locked in.
Locked in. Well, you said alien, I said ghost. I don't think you can go wrong with either.
I feel like I had the better argument.
But I feel like alien, I mean, if you're talking about just straight up getting turned, definitely aliens are more up that alley.
I mean, I'm not trying to have a history lesson here, Tanner. I'm just trying to chill with somebody.
Right, I'm trying to vibe too, and I guess an alien.
You want to vibe? Talking about death?
Ghost. Bro, imagine sitting on that couch right there, bro, and just sitting there. I don't want to talk about death, bro. He probably is. What's up, bro?
God.
Oh, fuck your argument.
Sit on my jacket, though.
You're messing up my jacket. Next question, then.
Man, I'm ready.
Shout out Cameron for this submission.
Okay.
He goes, would you rather be a Hall of Fame player with no rings or an average player with 3 rings?
Cameron Stillwell.
Cameron Stillwell. Any sports. Shout out Cameron Stillwell. Best still defensive shortstop I've ever met.
Probably, yeah. I mean, he's better than Lindor.
Oh, I mean,
obviously.
He's better than Jeter in his prime.
I mean, yeah.
I mean, I've never seen a shortstop that can backhand and throw it across the diamond as quick as he did. Beautiful, Stillwell.
God, he's just a rubber band, man.
And you're just a cute little dude.
Felt good.
Just a cute little dude.
Nice dude.
Nice dude. Nice hair.
Hella nice hair. Nice guy.
Hair. God, dude.
Just nice.
Actually, the sweetest guy I know.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Reminds me of a Kit Kat bar. Just nice.
Take me off a
Kit Kat bar. All right, Nick.
Kat bar. I'm going to go great player, no rings.
Hall of Fame player.
Damian Lillard. Prime example.
Yep.
That's what I want. Example. That's what I want. I want to be a great player, and I want people to say he didn't chase nothing. He went out and played his game and took what he got and didn't complain.
Or Russell Westbrook.
Didn't complain.
Yeah, so Russell Westbrook.
Yeah.
If you want to talk basketball, like that's a good comparison. Dame's an absolute superstar.
How about David Wright?
David Wright.
Same thing.
Ooh, that's a good one.
But I mean, I just look at those guys and you look back and you're like, who got a ring? Like for the Lakers last year, like Jared Dudley.
Okay, how about this then? Phillip Rivers. This is the perfect comparison.
Okay.
Phillip Rivers has never won a ring. Considered to be a Hall of Fame quarterback.
Great.
Eli Manning. He has 2 rings.
Eli Manning's a great quarterback.
I don't think he was... Okay, is he...
He beat Tom Brady twice in the Super Bowl.
No, he definitely did. But I'm saying I wouldn't compare... Like, if you're talking straight elite quarterbacks, no one is ever like Eli Manning. Sure, he won 2 Super Bowls.
But he was better than just average.
Oh, you have to be to win a Super Bowl. I'm not saying he's not, but he's not
I'm talking
great.
like Jared Dudley. I'm not talking about like a starting caliber player, and that's maybe what Cam's saying.
Okay.
Is maybe a guy that may start. Like, he could start.
Okay.
But he's not like the best player on the team.
I took it as... Now, I could be wrong. Cameron will probably listen to this.
We might just totally botch this.
Yeah, we might botch this, but I was thinking average is like an everyday player. Not really a household name, nothing like that. I just took it as like an everyday, like I can't really think of maybe a guy that's like that right now off the top of my dome ski, but that's the vibe I was getting.
Right. No, yeah. I mean, I'd rather just be a great player and just be known for being a great player than being like, oh, he has 3 rings.
Right.
So
You'd rather just be like Mark McGuire, just Hall of Fame. Not in the sense of steroids, but like just a Hall of Famer.
Just a guy that people recognize and they just say game recognized.
Because your name doesn't get recognized if you have rings, especially in like a baseball.
Right.
No one knows who you are.
cares.
Unless you're super good at the sport.
Nobody cares.
Elite, no one cares. No one gives a fuck.
Unless you're a great player with rings.
Right.
But then that's going back into the question.
But like we're still talking about Barry Bonds to this day.
I'd rather play for the New York Mets and not win a ring.
And be a New York Met, get your jersey retired
Well,
from the Mets?
the Mets are going to win a ring in 3 years. So, but
Jesus.
how about I say, let me play for the New York Jets. But let me be top 10 fantasy in my position. Whatever it is. Or a top 10 position player at that position.
Dude. For one, you're never going to be top 10
I'm a great
anything.
player. I'm a great
player.
player.
For the Jets or the Mets.
I'm a great player.
Never going to be top 10 player, anything, bro. You automatically get to below average.
I might be the best player.
For the Jets and Mets? No thanks.
Something.
Ass. But I think we both agree, Hall of Fame, no rings would be better than average with 3 rings.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be selfish as shit, bro. Give me that Hall of Fame,
Well,
boy.
no, I think the rings is more selfish.
Fuck that.
Look, I have all these rings. Well, what'd you do? Well, I had a base hit at one time.
I don't think that's selfish. I think caring
toting
more
around
about,
the ring,
caring more about being a Hall of Famer and no rings means your team's never going to win a ring. That's selfish as fuck. Comparing if
but
you're
going out there. Mike Trout.
If you're a golfer, maybe
Mike Trout.
What about Mike Trout?
He's the best player. Second best player in the planet.
He's the best player.
Second best.
Why? Fuck you for saying that.
Shout out.
The best.
Shout out who, Tanner? Who is it?
No, it's Mike Trout. I know. He's the best fucking player.
He's the second best player in LA.
He's the best player. Stop it.
Second best player in LA.
He's not. He's the best.
He might be the third best player in LA.
Oh my God. By who? You're an idiot, bro. You're an idiot.
Depends.
But you're going to say like Justin Turner. You're going to say.
I was going to say Belly, but.
Oh my God, bro.
I mean, at least Belly might put in a full season for once.
Bro, Mike Trout is deep. Mike Trout misses games and still has 40 home runs.
It doesn't matter because he can't put it all together.
What are you talking about? He hits like over 300, 100 RBIs, 40 home runs, 20 stolen bases, has a WAR like over
Tanner,
9. You're an idiot,
I just
bro.
like getting you worked up, man.
God, because Mike Trout's the best.
I just like getting
He's
you
the best
worked
player of all time, bro.
Right, but he has how many rings?
0.
Exactly.
Most of the best
But that's selfish, though, right?
Most of the best
you
players
said that's
in baseball.
selfish.
Hall of Fame is.
You said that's selfish.
Okay, but it's different. I feel like
it's not different,
I feel
Tanner,
like
because
different.
it's the same exact scenario.
No, I
so
feel like it's different for baseball
suck
players.
It. I'm just beating the hell out of you with these arguments.
Bro, you're an idiot, bro. I'm kind of. You kind of are, and you aren't.
I am.
Dude, you're not beating anybody.
It feels good,
bro.
man. You're making me feel good.
Bro, bro.
Shout out Mookie Betts.
You're like Kendall Hinton, bro.
At least I'm playing.
Ooh, facts.
1 week.
Facts.
Give me that game check.
Last would you rather for the old episode
For
here.
the boys.
For the boys and girls.
Girls.
And yeah, whatever.
Men, women.
Men, women, children. Well, actually, children don't listen to this. So
The non-binaries.
The non-binaries.
We're here for everybody.
Everybody. Would you rather live in a world with only midgets
Okay.
or live in a world with only giants?
So, let me have a question back for you here.
Mm-hmm.
Am I also a midget?
Yep. Everyone, you're either a midget or a giant.
I'm going to go midget. I'd like everybody to be midgets. If I'm a midget, everybody's a midget.
I'm a midget guy too, man.
Hell yeah.
Like,
That
nuts
feels
on
good.
that, bro. Nuts on that.
That feels good. Nuts on that.
I would so be a midget,
Bro, midget's cool. Because if I'm a giant,
Bro, for one,
well,
the clothes are probably going to be pretty expensive.
right.
Because it's a lot of thread.
Right. But could you imagine being a midget on like a go-kart track?
Could you imagine watching a whole football game full of midgets? I'm just throwing that out there.
Could you imagine a midget running 100 yards?
No. Could you imagine going to a strip club with only midgets?
No. I think that might be called a torture house.
A slaughterhouse. Would the cheeseburgers still be the same size, or would they be also small, like a slider, more of a slider?
See, that's also kind of why I wanted to be a midget, because if I was a giant, you know how much food everybody would have to eat?
Yeah, fuck.
And how expensive food would be because of the demand for how much food everybody eats?
Valid, but maybe since we're already giants, we don't even notice that it's so expensive because it's always been like that our whole life.
Yeah, and I also feel as if a woman is a giant wouldn't be as attractive. But if she was a midget, maybe a little more attractive.
I mean, she's definitely going to be a lot more thick with 2 C's.
But right.
I think it's going to be like a better thick too. Like she's like that Little thick.
The little thick thing.
That little thick with the two C's.
But if she's a 34-foot giant...
But you imagine the tits on that thing, though?
Yeah.
My God.
Well, they would be normal size.
Bro, imagine like a midget Barry Bonds, though. I know I already brought him up. How cool would that be, though?
Oh. Do you think he'd still hit bombs?
Bro, you at least hit
Would they play on
feet?
the same sized fields?
Oh, no shot. They'd play on like softball fields.
But what about the stuff that's already built?
I guess we just shrink it.
No. What?
No, I guess if we're only midgets. Yeah, but you have to think, if it's a world full of midgets, again, there's not normal-sized people, which means everything's going to be smaller like that.
It's tough.
Yeah.
Give me midgets, man, because then we could all spread out.
But
you wouldn't have to live on top of each other.
You could just do so much more. Like, everyone likes small things, like puppies,
kittens,
children. Like, no one's like...
These water bottles, man?
No one goes to a giant old person is like, I like that person better than this little 2-year-old baby. Everyone's like, let me see the baby. People like the small people, man.
Yeah, or like you see that big dude, and you're like, why is he so big? Why is this why is this dude standing in the? Why is he in front of everybody at this presentation? Like, get in the back.
Stand in the back.
I hate tall people.
Yeah, and they always stand in the front of, like, when you're in like a group picture, they're always like, I'm the shortest. Like, that's what they say, and they're like, I want to be in the front. God, no, bitch, you're the tallest. Get in the back.
It makes me so mad
Asshole.
because I think I'm average height. I'm right there in the middle.
I'm right there in the middle too.
But those people that are 6'7" that want to be in front of people, and it's just like, if I'm in line behind them, I'm like, why are you here? Like, it just makes me mad.
And it annoys me because it's like, you already get all the attention, because when you go to like the fair and see a 7-foot person, everyone stares at that fucker. So like, stop getting the attention off of you. And dwarfs, I feel like little people get more attention actually than taller people, because everyone's like, look at the midget.
But my thing is,
and not in a bad way.
If you run into a tall person, just ask him how the weather is. Make him mad.
Yeah.
Make him mad because screw him, man.
So basically, we've come to the conclusion that our podcast is not fan of super tall people.
Man, tall people are cool, man. But
they're cool for sport.
I just don't like being behind them for some reason.
Yeah.
Like, just like getting like in line or like driving, like you can tell it's a tall person's head's above the No,
I just think being a midget would be way cooler.
Yeah, I mean, it would be
in a world
more
full of midgets. That's insane.
But then you would think everything is the same size.
So I guess you technically wouldn't be. Okay, how about this real quick, just to throw it in here.
Okay.
World full of midgets, but you're still a normal person. You're the only normal person, or normal person in giants.
Is it illegal to step on them by accident?
Yes, it's illegal. We'll make it a law.
Okay.
In little big towns, what we're calling it. Shout out the country band.
Well, if I'm not there...
What do you mean you're not there? You're a normal-sized person living in a world full of midgets.
The only normal-sized person.
You're the only person.
I'd off myself.
That's aggressive, dude.
Well, it's not worth it.
You could be the greatest, I don't know, maybe culinary...
What are they going to do, put me in prison?
You could be the greatest, like, culinary chef of all time. You're the biggest person. Yeah, well, you'd be like Elf.
I could be Santa.
Or you could be whatever. You could be Jesus,
dude,
if you wanted to.
Because you think about it,
it's like Gulliver's Travel.
If everybody's tiny, I could just skip and hop around everything.
True. You could play football.
I could fit so much stuff in my pockets.
Dude, for real. You'd be like the...
Because I would have midget people's stuff. I would just be normal size.
Imagine the keychain. Like, you could have... Dude, for real, bro. You wouldn't even need a backpack. You wouldn't even need a backpack.
So, yeah, I'm going to stay a midget.
I'm going to go midget.
But, okay.
Definitely midget.
Felt good, though.
Felt good. I like that. Like midgets.
I do, too.
Like small people.
They're nice.
Come on the show if we get one. Back to sports.
Okay.
Because we have a habit of this. Back to sports, though. That's a good segment.
That was your question, though.
That was my question.
Suck it.
I like that. Opting out of college football.
Yes. I love it.
Do you think that, as you asked me, do you think that you should be allowed to opt out in the middle of a season? Do you believe if you commit to if you're in college in general and you're on a college football team, do you believe in general there should be, before the season, after the season, whatever, that you should be allowed to opt out or not?
I think you should be able to opt out,
mm-hmm.
but you can't just go into the season and then realize your team's like 2-7.
Like half of the LSU players?
Right, and then be like, no, not for me.
Yep, not this year.
Because then what are you going to do? You're going to show all these NFL teams,
True.
Hey, I don't like playing with bad teams.
Yeah, you look like the college version of Antonio Brown, as in, like,
right, or like Le'Veon Bell.
Or Le'Veon Bell.
I'm just not going to play. I'm just not going to play.
We're just going to talk shit on Steelers all night.
But I guess the thing with Le'Veon Bell, he went to a bad team, so that's different. But
Antonio went to the Raiders. Like, I mean, they're not a bad team, but they're not like a...
Yeah, well, now they're with the Chiefs and the Bucs, so it worked out for him, though.
Yeah, I mean, they did get their way. Let's be honest.
But I just don't... I just don't know. I don't like the message that it sends. Like, I understand, like, if you're hurt and you got a back injury and you're like, I might get drafted and I've got this aching back injury, I'm going to, like, unless it's injury related, there should be no reason you just quit on your team because that sends the wrong message.
No, I mean, for sure. But, like, I mean, maybe, like, maybe they had a better opportunity to take rather than play college football. Like, maybe they knew they were getting drafted.
But they knew they were going to get drafted, but what does that do for you?
And maybe
that doesn't help any draft stock.
And maybe, like, Drake asked them to go, like, on a tour. Like, I don't know. Like, maybe Gordon Ramsay gave him a call and said, hey, if you back out of the season knowing you're going to already get drafted, and I'll teach you how to make the best, I don't know.
Beef Wellington?
Beef Wellington.
That seems like that they always have that. That and, like, risotto.
Risotto.
Yeah, the risotto sucks.
I just had the risotto, bro.
Yeah. They Chef Ramsay.
Gordon Ramsay, yeah.
That's what you came up with?
Dude, he's the greatest chef of all time.
Anyways,
shout out Guy, actually. Got a shout out Guy.
Yeah, Guy's the man, but he doesn't cook. He just eats. You notice that?
Fair. But he wasn't the cold. Okay, whatever. We're not going to get into
taste it.
You just taste it, but that's the best job in the world.
But yeah, I'm not a fan of quitting.
I'm not either.
I played for some bad teams in my life, and I've watched bad teams in my life, like the Jacksonville Jaguars. But there's no reason to quit. Like, what does that do for you?
Hey,
what's the end goal?
There's not really. I don't think there's a positive for quitting like mid-season.
I don't either.
The closest thing I can think of is maybe like a Joey Bosa when it happened to him, and because he got injured, but still like he didn't decide to play in the bowl game when he could have.
But like same with like Christian McCaffrey,
opted out of the bowl or the
Leonard
bowl game.
Fournette. But that's different to me. That's different than opting out after your team starts sucking. That's opting out when your team's going to a bowl game and saying, I'm not going to risk getting hurt here.
Okay, fuck that, Nick. You cannot opt out. If your team's going to a bowl game, you better play.
I know what you mean, but at least you can see the mindset behind it. But it's also still quitting on your team. So
I definitely see the mindset, but like usually for most teams,
opting out is canceled for me.
Fuck
Unless
that.
you're actually hurt, play the game.
But even then, like opting out to me is, especially you brought up the bowl games, like during the bowl games, that annoys me the most for any team. Because you have to think, unless you're like legitly like a Bama or Clemson, maybe these like top 4 programs in the country every year, or Ohio State's. But if you're a Stanford and like, or an Oklahoma State, or like a Kansas State, or a West Virginia, those bowl games usually
you just compared Oklahoma State to Kansas State.
Well, not like them in general. I'm talking like teams that they're in bowl games every year,
like A&M,
Georgia.
Yeah, sure.
I got you. You know what I'm saying? So teams like
decent, good teams, but not the top tier.
The Oregons, the Stanfords, those upper echelon of teams. But it annoys me when those teams, because those bowl games usually, those mean so much to those universities.
Well, money-wise. And scouting, like those.
Everything.
They're watching the games.
Especially if it's like bowl games are like legitly, like it annoys the shit out of me. Even small schools, like bowl games, like that's your time for like.
That's your national recognition.
Yeah, that's your national televised. Everyone's getting to watch, even if it's a smaller bowl. I watch like every bowl game,
right?
Because it's just two teams that never get to play each other usually. Like it's fun to watch,
and they should be it should be almost the most competitive game they should play all year,
right?
Unless they were in their conference championship or whatever,
right? You're basically playing for a championship. Right. In general, the bowl is a championship. Like you get a fucking trophy at the end. So, and it's not a participation trophy. You have to earn that damn trophy,
right? And you look back on it 3 years later, and you're like, we lost that bowl game because so and so didn't play, and we lost that because.
Right.
I mean, not to say it's blaming it on people, but
no, I get the gist of it.
You wanted to go to that school for a reason, but at your very, very last game, you're just deciding you're not going to play.
Yeah, it's annoying to me.
So cancel opt-out. I understand some of it, but 99% of it's just mind-boggling.
Cancel the hell out of the opting out.
Piss me off.
Is Bama the best team? Do you see Bama winning the national championship this year? Do you think there's any team, just real quick, do you think there's any team that can beat Bama?
I mean, Clemson, I guess.
Okay. I don't
That's really the only thing I can see.
Yeah, I mean, just because
maybe Lawrence. Florida, if they can sneak in somehow.
Maybe, which we talked about. But the problem is, again, if Florida beats Bama, it just pissed me off because it'd be 2 SEC schools.
Yeah, but I don't know. Maybe somebody else can try and beat them. It'd be fun to see Florida in because I haven't seen Florida play. That's kind of my feel on it.
I mean, fair. I mean... Fuck, whatever.
You know, if OU
I don't
doesn't
have much to say.
I don't either. But it's just like The answer is really no. Like,
right.
nobody can beat them.
Just
but
annoying to even think about. Actually, I'm actually getting tilted just fucking thinking about Bama.
Yeah, man. We think about other things.
Yeah, can we talk about something else?
If OU doesn't play this week, out of the conference championship.
Is that a fact?
Yes.
Fuck.
Or next week, but same thing. They have to play both of their next 2 games. If they miss one of the 2, then they're done.
Fuck. It's scary to
Isn't that scary?
Yeah. Wait, hold on. Time out.
They won't have enough games to qualify.
How does
for the Big 12?
How is Ohio State
for the Big 12 championship?
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay. That makes sense.
Yes.
Why didn't I know that? I didn't hear anything about that.
Well, Tanner, because I read up on weird facts, man. I actually listen to the radio, so.
Damn. Well, I think they're gonna play then, regardless.
Oh yeah, they have to, unless the other team cancels. But then
that's not their
just
fault.
Call BYU.
Yeah, right. Yeah, just play a team.
Call BYU. That'll help.
Yeah, because we know they'll say no, but I mean, at least you can give them a call.
What happens when they say yes, Tanner? Would you be a little worried?
No.
A little bit.
BYU's played nobody this year.
Worried.
No, fuck no. That's why they got no respect from the playoff committees, because they legitly, like, sure, their margin of victory is like by 40 every game, but they're literally playing West Texas School at the blind. Like,
right,
they're playing the shittiest non-Power 5 schools. I think BYU in general should be in the Big 12. Throw them in there.
Sure.
That's what I would like to see.
Why not?
And Nebraska come back, maybe. I like to see Nebraska back.
Screw Nebraska. Nebraska bailed on us, and now they're acting like it's a big. We're in the Big 10. We get all this money now. We get all this recognition. No, you don't. Nobody talks about Nebraska.
Yeah, Nebraska's.
Nobody talks about Nebraska.
The damn mascots, the Corn Huskers.
Get the hell out of here, bro.
Come on now. You can't be having our Corn Huskers in your conference.
Tanner, OU has 2 animated horses as their mascot. So,
well, actually, the real mascots are the actual horses. But the animated one, which they're not technically animated, they're whatever you call them.
Boomer and Sooner?
Yeah. They're actually the real horses is our mascot, but those guys dress up so they can interact. You can't have a little 3-year-old walk up to these big old donkeys and give them a pet, bro. Or like give them like a nice little fucking rub.
At least come up with something a little
more. It's going to drop kick this little kid in the throat and kill him.
I hate it. I don't know why I hate it. I just don't like that. It makes me mad.
I don't like Pistol Pete. Your mascot's ugly, bro.
Well, at least we have a mascot, Tanner.
We haven't. What dresses up in a glass head or a plastic head, bro?
Tanner, what is shiny? Explain to me what your mascot is.
Boomer and Sooner. It's literally from like whatever that land run time. That's literally what our mascot's about.
Tanner, you're supporting cheating.
I mean, that was just how it went back then, bro. Like, I don't know what to tell you.
Support.
Like, the people that got all the land in Oklahoma were the fucking cheaters. Like, I would have cheated back then, too.
Tanner.
And technically, it's not cheating, I don't think, because technically you didn't really get caught. Like,
well, they did.
Well, no, technically they did. There's no way to regulate it.
But screw them, man.
You know why they're called Boomer and Sooner?
No idea.
Because not only were they the first ones there, but they were just always first. So, like, they always beat people to the spot, which OU always beats everyone, except the playoff.
Exactly.
But, I mean, that's why.
What does that end up with? What does that get you with?
It gets you with a lot of money. It gets you with
recruits.
Lincoln Riley.
Perhaps.
I don't know. Just it gives you a nice chant to say.
But I mean, if OU hadn't won the championships,
okay, where are you going with this?
And they did still make the playoffs, and they still lost by 30, would it be as enticing of a job or as a place to be?
What do you mean if you didn't win didn't win the Big 12?
No, I'm saying like went to the playoffs every year and lost by 30 every game.
Okay,
and you have no national championships. Looking back, maybe one in like 1970, 80, 2001.
I mean, you have to think though, like Clemson's like that though.
But Clemson has won,
right? Like recently they've won. Like, but that's my comparison. Like you're talking about like back then.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, I mean, I don't know. It's just times change. Like,
it's true.
OU's always going to be considered like a blue blood. Like,
yeah.
Like, it's just like Texas. Like, people, I hate to say it, but like, Texas is always going to be considered like a blue blood because of what they did in the past. But like, that's always a job that's like the upper echelon.
But is it though?
Not now. But like, that's what I'm saying. Like, in the media, it's considered like, that's why they're saying like, oh, Urban Meyer's rumored.
He's not.
Well, he's rumored, but
he's not.
A rumor is he's not going to.
Right.
Be fucking stupid.
He would. Yeah, that would be terrible. But you think about it, like, what happens if they fire Tom Herman? Like, who would they get after that, for real? Like, who would actually look at that job and be like, yeah, let me take that on?
I think it'd be, I mean, the only reason I think really legitly someone would take the job is for the money, because Texas is going to pay a lot. But ultimately, I don't think there's really a coach that thinks they could come in there Other than maybe an Urban Meyer. Like,
Well,
that's legitimately like the only coach I can think of that maybe could go in there and maybe change the culture.
But I think they would need a coach, and then they would need the coach to fill up the room with his guys.
Right.
Because the guys that they got coaching guys now,
no,
there's no coaching.
If Texas wants to be back to what they were back in Mac Brown era, they're going to need to fucking clean house. And it's not like they
have the guys.
They still get the top... number one Big 12 class every year, it seems like.
Yeah.
It's like OU, them, but most of the time it's Texas.
It's usually Texas.
Yeah, it's usually, they get most of the 5 stars in the Big 12. Like, they have the guys.
Yeah.
Coaching has literally been terrible.
It's so sad to see that these guys run out there and you look up starting safety, starting receiver, starting left tackle.
5-star.
Yeah, top
ESPN 300.
Yeah, they're like all in the top, ESPN top 15 players.
Yeah,
and you're like... Why does he look the same as Oklahoma State's third string right guard?
Why?
Where is... I understand he has the talent, the size, he can play the game. He's a star.
Right.
But if you can't coach him up to help him be better than everybody else...
him.
Right. Like, there's no reason Texas should be in any sort of a contest with Oklahoma State ever. On paper. There should
on paper.
Texas, Oklahoma State should look like OSU did this year. Every year. Should look like that.
Shoulda, coulda, woulda.
Shoulda,
coulda, woulda. No, you're not wrong.
And that's the problem is that next year you'll see Texas ranked number 8.
Right. Well,
probably not. But
I think what's helped Texas in the pre-rankings the past couple of years is Sam Ehlinger. Now, do I think he's a great quarterback? No. Is he a good college quarterback? Yes.
Baker Mayfield.
But, yeah, well, Baker actually will have a job in the NFL. Sam won't have a job in the NFL.
Well, yeah. But Sam might come back next year because this year doesn't count.
I mean, yeah. They'll probably give him another year of eligibility.
I mean, everybody gets another year.
But, yeah, dude, it's that's like one of those jobs that...
Sad.
Fuck.
But, yeah.
Honestly, hire Matthew McConaughey as your coach. All right.
Get on with it.
But he cares more about the program than anyone you're going to hire.
Probably.
I guarantee
Probably.
it. You need the fucking culture change.
You know what's crazy?
Fire and passion.
Do you ever hear Kevin Durant talk about Texas?
No, you don't hear any ex-Texas player talk about Texas.
You don't?
There's no pride in that university. I swear to God, there's no pride.
There's not. And that's the thing is there used to be. Those Texas dudes used to come out and talk Texas, all that.
Right.
Oh, you would play Texas? These guys in the NFL? Which, where are they now? But... You look at them, and they were always like, oh, OU Texas.
Right.
Who's coming out on top? That's not a question. Like, they used to talk shit.
Yep.
And now it's like you don't hear anybody talk shit. You hear OU, Bedlam Week, or like Baker's like, oh, we're playing Little Brother this week.
Right.
Like, okay. Like, that's fun, but you never hear Texas guys talk shit.
Because they know they can't.
They never do.
But I think if
they do, I don't hear it.
One university that is not good that I guess I can relate to where Texas is now, but there's people that still talk like the players is the University of Miami. Like you always hear people like ex-players like I went to the U, baby. Like I'm from the U,
right?
Bro.
And those are also the same people that will stand up and be like Michael Jordan.
Well, whoa.
No,
Michael Jordan is the GOAT.
I know, but those are also the same people that think LeBron's horrible. And is not comparable at all. And they bring up, well, I'd put Magic ahead of LeBron. I'd put so-and-so. I'm like, dude, it's obviously 1 and 2. Like, if you debate then you're messed. But they're the people that tote around, Michael Jordan this, Michael Jordan that. There's not going to be a player that even sniffs his jockstrap. Like LeBron's sniffing the jockstrap. I'm not saying LeBron's past him, and I'm not saying LeBron is... there, but LeBron is the only person that's about there besides maybe Kobe.
Yeah, but even Kobe doesn't sniff LeBron or... Right, but I get what you're saying.
Yeah, that's just
I get where your chips are falling.
Man, you smell what that rock's cooking.
I smell what that stovetop is cooking, boy.
Man, it's not cooking nothing.
Last week, we introduced another segment.
Yes, sir.
New segment, top 5.
Top 5.
Top 3, top 4, top 6, top 9.
Top something.
Top something, top whatever. And so it's kind of like where we have a thing and we make it our top 5 or top whatever.
You pick your top whatever of whatever.
So our top 5 list this week is top 5 fast food burgers.
Okay.
Nick, would you like me to start or would you?
I'd like for you to start, Tanner.
Okay.
Because I started the last one.
Yeah, you did.
And the one before that one. And the one before that one.
Okay. Maybe all of them.
I probably did.
My top 5 burgers, fast food burgers. Okay. And me and Nick, I want to make sure Nick knew this is places with a drive-through. This isn't...
Okay, because I think I sort of peeked at yours.
Okay.
I think your number 1 does not have a drive-through. But it's okay. Go ahead.
No, it definitely does.
I wouldn't know that, but go ahead.
Definitely does.
Just go for it.
Definitely does. Number 5, Ron's. Not that I ever eat there.
Ron's?
Not that I ever eat there, but I mean, I
don't consider that a fast food.
I do. There's a drive-through.
Where?
Ron's in Glenpool is a drive-through.
Well, I don't go to Glenpool.
Well,
I guess. You do.
Yeah, I mean, but I never get it. Like I've had Ron's a couple times in my life, but I have to give it to them.
I don't think I've ever had Ron's.
Because their chili cheeseburger is smacks. It's just I never get it because you're literally on the toilet for about 24 hours.
No, I've been to Ron's. The one by the high school.
Mm-hmm. Yes,
that one.
That one didn't have a drive-through though. But,
right. So that's what I think.
That's your mindset. Yep.
But I went in there one time and I was with my friend Grant. Shout out Grant.
Shout out Grant.
And his dad. And we had Ron's.
Mm-hmm.
And I had the chili cheeseburger.
Right. Stupid good though.
But the problem was I couldn't eat it.
Why?
Because I was sitting facing kind of angled.
Uh-huh.
This guy was sitting in a booth.
Okay. Was he staring at you?
No.
Was he making eye sex with you?
Tanner, here's the problem.
Mm-hmm.
He was a very large guy.
That kind of grossed you out?
It was
you rubbing some
absurdly
chili?
large.
Okay.
He had one eye.
Did he have an eye patch?
I don't think so.
No eye patch? Okay.
And he was eating the burger. Instead of like a burger, he just...
A salad?
Just threw it
like
all...
a burger salad.
Like just tore it up. Like, so on his plate was just like a burger bowl.
Bro,
and he was just
out now,
eating
bro.
it with the fork. And I'm like, bro, what is going on in this place?
Well,
You guys allow people to come in here, completely fuck up your burger.
Well, I mean, they put the when you get it in, they put chili over the burger. It's not like chili's in the burger.
So yeah, maybe I haven't eaten it. I don't know.
No, you probably have. They have like a version where I think where the
just
chili
pissed me right off though.
But
like, who eats a cheeseburger like that?
Look, here's the deal.
It was obviously a cheeseburger before it started.
Here's
That's
the deal.
the problem.
Number 5 was hard for me because I really had to think: would I rather have maybe like a Wendy's or a Sonic or a Brahms burger over Ron's? Probably not. So I had to put 5 at Ron's. Kind of just threw it in there.
Okay, yeah.
It's kind of one of those things.
Sure.
Number 4, I had In-N-Out.
Okay.
Shout out, I'm wearing the shirt. But again, In-N-Out's one of those places, it's very overrated. But to me, it's better than Wendy's or where these other chain fast food places are. So I had to give it to them, give them the nod. But very basic, very
understandable.
It's like 2 things on the menu. That's all you're getting. Number 3, I had Steak and Shake.
Cool, yes.
I don't think you can fucking go wrong with Steak and Shake. Cheap, and it's like, it's cheaper, honestly, than like a McDonald's meal, but it's like actually like fresh meat. Like
the fries are good.
Everything's fresh. Like they actually make it. They don't just heat it up in the microwave.
I mean, we think that.
Well, we think that, but like here's the deal that makes me feel a little more comfortable eating there too is when you walk in and you know where you're paying.
Right.
Like you can still see the guy pull out a nice thing of meat, like actual raw meat, and slap it on the grill and start cooking it. Like you can see it.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Why do you think
respect that?
Why do you think the menus on McDonald's you can't see in the back because they don't want you to see in the back?
Well, you can see them.
Well, you can see like maybe their belt.
You know what they do is they put them in little drawers. Have you noticed that?
Oh yeah,
they have little drawers.
Yeah, it's just like heated in there. It's like steamy with McDouble meat smells. That's right. Number 2, I had Whataburger. I think that's hard to beat.
I don't think I've had a burger from Whataburger, so that was hard. I didn't include that.
I mean, here's the deal. Like, their burgers are good, but I do get, like, chicken strip sandwiches. Like, there's other stuff I get.
I like the barbecue, the honey barbecue chicken strip sandwich.
Yeah, I get that a lot.
That's my go-to.
When I have had their burgers, pretty good for a fast food burger. Takes a little long, but pretty good. Number 1, I had Freddy's, because I don't think... I find myself wanting... If I'm going to want a fast food burger, not go sit down and have, like, a nice... I can't say gourmet burger, but like a nicer burger. And I just want something fast. Drive-through, I'm going Freddy's. Like, that's the first thing I think of is when I'm like, when I want a fast food burger meal, I think Freddy's.
What I love about Freddy's is when you get their food, they put it in that brown sack, and there's always that grease on it, and you're like, yes.
But it's like every time it's super fresh. Like you can like
piping hot.
Yeah, you take the first bite and the steam is rolling out. Like you can tell they just got done cooking it.
The fry sauce, nice.
You know what the fry sauce is though?
Yeah, it's aioli.
Yeah, but it's like literally just like ketchup, mustard.
It's ketchup and mayo and
it's like all their sauces basically just
pretty much. I mean, it's good. I enjoy it. I enjoy it.
They put the perfect combination of each sauce.
Yes,
but I mean it's good. Okay, but that's my top 5.
I enjoy that.
Ron's, In-N-Out, from 5 to 1. Ron's, In-N-Out, Steak and Shake, Whataburger, Freddy's.
Gotcha. Okay, so I'm gonna start 5 to 1. start number 1 or number 5 at Wendy's.
Okay, I'm gonna toss up for my.
The reason I say Wendy's is
Baconator slaps.
Well, I used to go there because there was one right by the high school. I used to run by there and go home and eat and then come back.
Right.
So I just kind of got used to it.
Fair.
It's easy.
Very easy.
It's usually a pretty big burger.
It's got quite a bit of juice on it.
Yeah, some lettuce perhaps.
Nice slab of lettuce.
Yeah, so I'll go Wendy's just because I feel like I have to include it.
Okay.
Because Wendy's is just a staple.
Okay. Very true.
Number 4, McDonald's.
Think you're smoking crack on that, bro.
Number 4.
Bro, McDonald's honestly sucks. It's always convenient and fast.
That's the thing.
I guess you kind of have to factor that in whenever.
And it's just McDonald's.
Yeah,
it's just McDonald's.
It's gross.
Yeah, I mean it's horrible, but it's McDonald's.
I mean, if you're factoring in everything, I can see it.
Okay. So then here's where my list gets interesting. I just felt like I had to include those just because.
Okay, if you're going Sonic, I'm gonna beat your ass. Okay. Don't do it.
I'm going Freddy's.
Okay. Freddy's my top 3.
Freddy's. I go there for lunch. I love
Solid.
it. Feels so good when I get through that drive-through. I usually get that California style.
Yep.
Because it's got the sauce on it.
Yep.
Fries are always amazing.
Fries are great.
Fries are so good.
Fries are always great. Always salty, beautiful.
Tanner, 2, I'm going to go Steak and Shake.
Okay, Steak and Shake also made the top 3.
Because you can never go wrong with the Steak and Shake.
You really fucking can't.
And it sounds it sounds weird to be like, oh, Steak and Shake's number 2.
Right.
But people don't stop at Steak and Shake.
Well, we only got one in Tulsa, and the problem is it's out
by Bass Pro.
Yeah, it's out by Bass Pro where no one, unless you live in Broken Arrow, no one goes.
But it's worth the drive
dude.
if you go.
Oh, it's so worth it.
It's worth the drive.
Bro, some nights I get up at 10 in the night and I'm like, bro, I want a burger right now, and I'll get my ass in my truck and drive my ass to fucking
smack
Steak
on
and
that
Shake.
highway.
Yeah, and then I start craving a milkshake on the way.
Ooh.
And they got some of the best shakes.
That birthday cake shake.
It's that 1-2 fucking hitter, bro.
We love that.
It's so good. Go ahead.
Okay, so number 1, Shake Shack.
Haven't had that in years, bro.
Oh, it's good.
Haven't had that in years.
The problem with Shake Shack is you get the cheese fries or whatever.
I was really scared you were going to say Jack in the Box or something. I was about to be.
No. So Shake Shack, if you get the cheese fries, they use kind of crappy cheese. So don't do that. But their cheeseburgers, flames.
Okay.
Flames.
So
I'd never had it before, and I went to Arizona and I went to Denver, and they have them both there.
Okay.
And both times I went, both
essentially
places.
A Steak and Shake?
Yeah, kind of.
Kind of. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it's
I haven't been in forever.
Burgers, fries, shakes,
just like a
ice
quick,
cream.
easy.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's good though. It's almost I would think of it more of an In-N-Out burger.
Okay.
But better.
What's the aesthetic of it? Is it like a 50s joint?
No,
is it supposed to go for the diner look? What's the aesthetic?
No, it's like a modern-y, kind of like a hangout-y type of vibe.
Okay. Like a smash burger?
Let me pull it up, man.
Yeah, pull it up, man.
After I throw this on the table.
So go to your 5-1 again.
Okay. I got Wendy's.
Right.
McDonald's.
Right.
Freddy's.
Right.
Steak and Shake.
Right.
Shake Shack.
Okay. Very interesting, Nick.
Yeah, let me pull up my Shake Shack for you, man, because I feel like you might like it.
Yeah, well, Nick, can we
Yeah, go for it.
I'm gonna spit some bullshit while you're looking that up real quick. Just real quick. Baseball.
Tell me that aesthetic is not.
Holy fuck, dude.
Right?
It looks like Cash App, but for cheeseburgers.
Exactly. This is like Uber.
Bro, that's the place where the cast of Dude, Where's My Car goes to get their food. That place looks smacking, bro.
Oh, I thought you were saying.
Hell no.
You don't like that?
Bro, that's like where the rich hippies go to eat. Do you see that?
You don't like hippies?
I do like hippies. There's nothing wrong with the nice.
Then why did you say you don't? So you don't want to go there?
I do want to go there. I'm giving it a compliment.
Well, it sounds like you don't like it, Tanner.
Well, I do like it.
Make up your mind.
I said it looks like a place where a rich hipster would go, a rich hippie, someone that maybe smokes a little too much devil's lettuce. They wouldn't put a green cheeseburger as their logo if they didn't want to attract a certain crowd. Dude, the whole logo was just a slab of lettuce.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Right? You wouldn't. You're trying to attract a crowd. Like that's a business model you put maybe when you're going to investors.
Looks nice, man.
Bro, it looks really nice.
Look at the menu on the wall.
Looks like a vegan burger joint to me.
Tanner, go F yourself.
Bro, look at that place.
Nope. I already been there.
Vegan.
I've already looked at it in person. Okay. And verified that it's top Number one.
Dude,
It's number one.
Like, Freddy still beats it
I think it's number one because I can't have it unless I go elsewhere.
elsewhere. So it like makes you want it more.
Yeah. But not In-N-Out, though. In-N-Out's so basic, bro. Everybody gets that shit.
It is, but it's convenient. It's quick, cheap. It's actually made. It's not like McDonald's where it's.
Right. That's why I had McDonald's at 4.
It's when SpongeBob bites into a Krabby Patty and it's gray on the inside. That's what a McDonald's.
I mean, you're giving me fast food burger options.
You didn't have Whataburger in your top 5, Nick.
No, because I don't get burgers at Whataburger, so I don't have an opinion. So suck it.
Fuck.
Suck it.
Fair.
God, I don't know why I don't get burgers there.
Do you consider like Five Guys then a fast food place?
No.
You don't consider that fast food?
No, if it doesn't have a drive-through, it ain't count.
Nuts on that.
Except I don't think Shake Shack has a drive-through now that I think about it.
Okay, well now you fucking ruined. Now you got to put. What's your number one? You moving Steak and Shake down? If Shake Shack does not have a drive-through, I'm canceling it. It's canceled. No Shake Shack allowed. Dude, you're an idiot, bro. We literally had a discussion before the episode about drive-throughs. And you said, I don't even know if there was a drive-through. What an idiot, bro. Oh, God.
Oh, Shake Shack.
Pressure's on.
Adding first ever drive-through. July 30th. July 30th.
Hasn't had one.
July 30th.
To this date, has not had a drive-through.
July 30th.
So literally your top 5 is so fucking invalid that it might just all be canceled.
Hang on, Tanner. I might get you here.
Okay. Find me a Shake Shack with a drive-through then. Yeah, I can't right now.
I'm about to. But I don't have any connection in this joint.
Yeah, it's connection in the studio.
Man.
Bro.
Shake Shack spills the sauce on first ever drive-through location.
Okay. Where's this location at?
Well, that it doesn't tell you. You have to have a subscription.
Oh, dude, fuck that. Dude.
So, okay, well,
really
I lost.
Vibes here.
I lost.
You lost. You completely lost.
But you put Ron's. So
I don't see that as a bad thing. Maybe I probably could have put maybe Wendy's. It's a little between Ron's and Wendy's. And the only reason I went again Ron's is I never really go there, but when I do go, like I'm in somewhere around it, and maybe it's like the only place.
So neither
It's
of our
not like
lists
a
are
cheat.
valid.
I think mine's valid because they all have drive-throughs, which is what we talked about.
Well, the one you went to does. So I guess I could say the one I went to does.
Fair, but at least we know for sure there's one with a drive-through.
Yeah, I might be making it up.
So
Felt good though. Felt fast food.
Good,
Felt fast food.
dude.
No?
Come on now. What? Shake Shack?
Yeah.
Well, I guess you can compare. That's what they say about like Five Guys, Fat Guys, Smash Burger.
Damn, I lost.
Yeah, you fucking
You won,
lost.
Tanner.
I know.
You beat
dude.
me one time today.
Beat you every time today.
Not a single time.
Ghosts are better than
besides that
anything.
one time. You know what? You don't win that last one. So
No, I definitely did. I came back like the Patriots versus the Falcons, baby. I was down 28-3, and I came all the way back to win it. Came back, won on the last drive of the game, and it ultimately, a W is a W, and I ended it with the W. Ended the episode with the W.
Whatever.
So, suck on it. Have a good night, and peace out. No, I'm just kidding.
wow, that felt good though. Felt like you were done.
No, I know. I kind of really came in there. Felt kind of cheesy the way I ended that, but it's okay. I'm not going to end the episode like that.
It's all right. I could sing for people.
Go, what are you going to say?
I'm not gonna sing.
Okay.
But
Well,
I appreciate.
I say that about does the episode, huh?
Yeah, I mean, if people want me to sing, let me know.
Yeah.
I got a voice.
Yeah. I think we should definitely have a guest on soon.
Yeah, I mean, we got some people lined up. So
Yeah. We just got to get them.
whoever you want to call first.
Yeah, but we got to get some guests. Make it a little more interesting. Add some flavor.
What's it gonna hurt?
What's it going to hurt?
I don't know. And maybe people are cooler than us. Most likely. I mean, that was the whole purpose. The whole
1000%.
purpose of this was to talk sports with just people.
Yeah.
Just for it to be casual. I don't
Right.
think the idea of what we wanted to do was just me and you sitting here bullshitting.
No, we wanted people to join us on our...
But we want to bullshit with people.
Right.
Because I think we can bullshit with people.
Yeah, I feel like it's a good time when we can bullshit with someone else.
But you got to lay out the groundwork first.
Right.
You can't start from the top.
Cannot.
Can't start.
So
No.
you can't. Well,
So, but hey,
we want to say... do you have any last closing statements real quick?
I'd like for people to subscribe
Mm-hmm.
to maybe the YouTube.
Okay. I like the YouTube.
Maybe follow us,
Maybe follow.
perhaps.
Maybe follow.
Twitter, Instagram.
Right.
How about you click on that Anchor podcast support?
And click on that.
I mean, what's it going to hurt?
All we need from you, it takes 5 seconds of your day. Just go click subscribe. If
4.5
you see Dirty
seconds.
Laundry Sports and you see anything that says subscribe, just fucking click it.
or
Help
follow,
us out.
hang out. I
Or-
mean,
or like or comment or
but we can't get better without people asking us to be better.
right. Like we just need help. We don't really need help. We just need support.
We love the submissions. We
do.
love you guys.
We love everybody. It's a world full of love. And the DLL, Dirty Laundry Lounge, is full of fucking love, baby.
Yeah, we love everybody.
Smiles, good times, maybe a few beers, a few glizzies.
A water. Miniature water.
A nice Aquafina.
Can't hate.
But, no, go subscribe, go like, and hopefully you guys are having a good time like we are.
Yes.
So
we appreciate you guys.
Yep. Peace and love, baby.
See you.